Welcome to this deep dive.
Glad to be here.
We're jumping into the thick of it today. Taming chaos, building structure. We're drawing insights from these really interesting conversations between educators and, well, experts, giving guidance on tricky group dynamics.
Specifically with young kids, yeah. But honestly, a lot of this stuff applies way beyond the classroom.
Absolutely. So we've sifted through these discussions, the real practical advice.
Yep. And our mission today is basically to pull out the core strategies. How do you actually create predictability?
And handle those really challenging behaviors that crop up.
Exactly. What are the key takeaways, the nuggets that can help bring some order when everything just feels overwhelming, whether that's in a classroom or maybe managing a team or even just in your own life?
Makes sense. And to really get why this is needed, we should probably start with the picture, the sources paint of the chaos itself. They're pretty vivid.
They don't hold back. You hear things like classrooms feeling like herding caffeinated squirrels.
I heard that one. Or a total free-for-all, even a madhouse.
And that amazing description, Lord of the Flies, but with juice boxes.
Huh. Yes, that one definitely paints a picture.
And there are specific examples, too. Kids just sprinting to the block area right away.
Or yelling, "I'm bored," while, flinging tissue paper around.
Yeah. Or that teacher who has kids to pick up their shoes and just got blank stares. Like she'd asked them to.
Recite Shakespeare. Yes, I remember reading that.
And the result of having zero routines or routines everyone just ignores. Well,
Peanut butter on shoes, courtesy of Mateo.
Sophia reading upside down. Ellie wearing a bucket, screaming she's a robot queen.
While everyone else is building block forts. Oh, and finding glued markers. Always the glued markers.
It really highlights that it's often less about quote-unquote bad kids and more about a system, or lack thereof. A system without clear signals.
So in that kind of storm, you need something stable.
You need a steady ship, as one source put it. And routines, they argue, that's your steady ship. That's the predictability.
Routines are the anchor, okay? But the sources also make it really clear that just trying to start a routine often, well, it doesn't work at first.
Not at all. Like just saying, okay, 5 more minutes, then clean up.
Right. That just becomes noise after a while.
Total background noise.
Right.
We're trying a fun cue, like banana split.
It's a timing issue. They used it during nap time.
Exactly. Completely backfired, woke everyone up.
And the chime, that was meant for transitions.
Yeah, but the kids thought it was the snack bell. Instant chaos. Toddler buffet chaos, I think they called it.
Okay, wow. And trying to make it a game, like clean up ninjas?
Got shot down immediately. Ninjas don't clean, apparently.
So the takeaway here is just being consistent isn't enough, right?
Yeah.
At least not right away.
Exactly. That's a key insight. The kids might just ignore you because they haven't actually learned what the cue means. They don't know what you expect them to do.
It needs more than just repetition.
Definitely. It requires actual teaching.
Okay, so let's dig into that expert perspective. They talk about consistency not being a one-time thing.
Right. It's not a one-shot deal. They compare it to like a diet.
Okay.
One celery stick doesn't do much. One workout isn't going to get you fit. It's the day in, day out habit.
It's the cumulative effect over time.
Precisely. Both for the kids learning the routine and for the adult implementing it consistently.
And they actually put a time frame on this, didn't they? Based on research.
They did. Around 18 to 21 days. That's the window they suggest for a routine to start becoming an actual habit.
18 to 21 days, so we're roughly 3 weeks.
Yeah, and knowing that time frame is important for managing expectations. It counters that pressure maybe a director puts on wanting things fixed by Friday.
Right. Real change, ingrained change, takes patience and practice. Several weeks at least.
Exactly.
So knowing that it takes time, and it takes more than just saying the words, how do the sources suggest you actually plant those seeds? How do you build a routine that might actually stick?
The advice is pretty consistent. Start small, like really small. Pick just one thing.
One routine to focus on first.
Yep. A common example they used was a morning welcome circle. Simple, predictable.
With maybe a song and a visual cue, like a picture card.
Exactly. A song, a visual schedule card, something concrete.
And the key part you mentioned earlier, you have to teach it, not just do it.
That's the critical piece. Don't just announce it's circle time. You practice the song. You practice responding to the cue, like the chime.
Maybe practice just the cue response first?
Yeah, maybe with smaller groups initially. Show the picture card. This means hello. This means circle time.
And then you praise them when they get it right.
Explicitly.
Yeah.
Specific praise. I rang the chime, and I saw Maya put her hands in her lap. Great listening, Maya. Something like that. You reinforce the correct response.
And you have to do it the exact same way, same time, every single day.
Especially for those first 3 weeks. That repetition, that predictability, that is the teaching. That's how they learn the sequence.
Okay, building that predictability is step one. But what about the kids who seem resistant? The ones who disrupt things no matter what?
Ah, yes. The challenging behaviors. The sources definitely capture that feeling of, having too many bad kids, or maybe just a couple of kids who feel like manipulators.
The ones who turn circle time into a WWE SmackDown.
Or the classroom ringleader in a tiny clown suit. I think Tommy was the name used. The kid who felt like he was out to get you.
Or a tiny evil dictator. It can really feel personal, can't it?
It absolutely can. But the experts really push for a reframe here.
Okay.
Their core point is no child is inherently bad. The behavior, even the really disruptive stuff, is usually a signal.
A signal of what?
Often unmet needs. Maybe they're craving attention, and negative attention is still attention, right?
Sure.
Or they're testing limits because they need to feel secure. They need to know where the boundaries are.
Yeah.
They don't always have the words to say, I need connection, or I feel overwhelmed.
So the behavior is communication, even if it's disruptive communication.
Exactly. And the sources emphasize. It might feel personal, deeply personal, but it's almost certainly not actually about the teacher or the adult.
That reframing is huge. It shifts things from blame to problem solving.
Precisely. And if just removing the child isn't an option or isn't the goal, they offer concrete strategies.
Okay, what are they? The first one seemed to be about collaboration, using data.
Yes. Collect objective information. Anecdotal notes are key.
Like date, time, what exactly happened, what was going on right before?
Exactly. The behavior, the trigger, build a factual record. Then you can take that to your director or administrator.
So it's less Tommy is driving me crazy and more.
More like, here's the data. Class A's transition times are consistently 20 minutes longer on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Here are the observed interruptions contributing to that.
It makes it an objective problem, not just a personal complaint.
Right. And then you propose solutions together. Maybe it's trying a split group transition. Maybe it's using peer helpers, captain helpers. Maybe it's implementing a calm down corner more effectively.
So you're bringing solutions, not just problems, and making it a team effort.
It empowers the administrator to actually support you because you've defined the problem clearly.
That makes a lot of sense. What about those kids with, let's call them strong leadership skills that often go sideways? Like Tommy leading parades at the wrong time.
Or turning nap time into a monster truck rally.
Yeah. What do you do with that energy?
The advice is lean into it. Channel that energy positively. Give them a job.
A real job, like
Yeah.
a special helper.
Exactly. Cleanup captain. Or maybe the nap time storyteller who gets to quietly look at a book first. Or even a special mission, like being in charge of guarding the markers.
Guarding the markers. I can see how that could go wrong too, though. Like they start gluing them together.
Oh, for sure. It's not magic. But the idea is to redirect that drive into something constructive, give them positive responsibility.
Yeah.
And it requires consistency from the adult, too.
Right. It ties back to that. And you have to praise them when they do make good choices.
Absolutely. Catch them being good. Make it specific and public, if appropriate. Tommy, thank you so much for helping Maya pick up those crayons. That was very helpful.
Show them you notice the positive, not just the negative. Build that trust.
Exactly. Consistently showing you're on their side, you see their good choices, that builds trust over time.
Okay, and when they are off task, like sorting crackers by color instead of eating them, or the marker gluing.
Gentle but firm redirection. Clear, simple language.
Like what?
Snacks are for eating, not sorting. Then immediately state the expected behavior. Tommy, please pass the crackers like this. Or firm phrases like, hands down, feet still. You can join the circle or take 5 minutes in the calm down corner.
And the key is, say it and mean it every time.
Stick to your words. Every single time. That unwavering consistency is what builds clarity and ultimately trust. They learn that your words mean something.
Okay, so you've got one routine starting to stick. It's taken about 3 weeks. People are getting the hang of the welcome circle. What next? How do you build on that?
Once that first one feels relatively solid, you pick your next habit. Maybe it's cleanup time.
Introduce a specific cleanup song, maybe. The cleanup cha-cha.
Could be. Something clear and predictable that signals, this activity is ending, now we clean.
Using tools might help too, like a visual timer.
Definitely. Timers can be great for transitions, and celebrating small wins is still important.
Like, wow, Maria, you put your blocks away in under 30 seconds. Awesome job.
Exactly. Reinforce that desired behavior. Think of it like building an ecosystem.
Okay.
Each new routine is like planting another seed. Some will sprout faster than others. Some need more attention, more water.
And throughout all this, the adult's role is crucial.
Absolutely central. You have to be the steady ship, remember, or the steady ringmaster.
Or consistency is the superpower.
It really is. Even when it's hard, even when the squirrels are chattering nonstop, even on those days where everything seems sticky, like with glue.
You can't fix the whole wild rainforest in a day.
No way. But you can plant one sapling. You can focus on one routine, nurture it, and build from there. One interaction, one consistent response at a time.
So let's try to wrap this up. Key takeaways from this deep dive. The chaos we see, whether it's in a classroom or somewhere else, often comes down to a lack of clear, predictable routines.
Right. And building those routines isn't instant. It takes time. The sources suggest about 3 weeks of really consistent, dedicated practice for something to start becoming a habit.
And the way to start is small. Pick one routine, teach it purposefully, show, practice, repeat.
Every day. Same way, same time, especially at first.
And when those challenging behaviors pop up, the big shift is the reframe. It's not a bad kid, it's communication, a signal of unmet needs.
Address it with data and teamwork if you can. Channel that energy into positive roles.
And use that gentle but firm redirection. Be consistent. Praise the good choices specifically. Build trust.
Yeah, those seem to be the core principles. And they really do apply broadly, don't they? Anytime you're trying to establish order, manage a group, build habits, lead a team.
It comes back to predictability and consistent responses.
Pretty much.
Which leaves us with a final thought to chew on, pulled from the sources, really. If building trust and clarity through our own consistent actions is so fundamental to guiding kids through chaos, how well are we modeling that same consistency and clarity in our own reactions when we face challenges? Are our responses steady and predictable?
That's a powerful question to reflect on. How steady is our own ship?